play America's popular polka and waltz favorites. And for up-to-the-minute weather, 24 hours a day, log on to that new WATJ webpage at www.watj.com. And now back with that polka showcase and our guest, Mr. Walter Ostanek from Canada, three-time Grammy winner. How's it feel to be a Grammy winner?
Al, it's just wonderful. Really and truly.
That's quite an honor.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And I have to say that I never dreamt that I... Well, actually, the first time that I held a Grammy was when Frankie Yankovic brought it to our television show in Kitchener, Ontario. And Joey was there. And the thing is that I just held it and I dreamt about one day winning one. And my dream came true.
So now you got three of them. You got a few spares.
And actually, we're out to try and get number 4. It's not the question that you're not happy with 3. I guess it's just the idea of being competitive.
Yeah, right.
And, you know, it's... and, you know, it doesn't matter. If I want a 4th one, it would be just as important. Well, for me, I'll be honest, Al, anything that I receive, any type of an honor or a diploma or whatever it is, I take each one very personable because... I never dreamt that I would ever win anything, really and truly. I just loved music. I loved Cleveland-style polkas, and when I came here for the first time in 1950, I mean, it was just, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to play Slovenian-style, Cleveland-style polkas, and I've been very fortunate I could continue on doing it. Just to give you an example, I was in Mesa, Arizona, and we were, Freddie Zawick and myself were doing a television show in the morning on Channel 3 on Arizona, and we were promoting where we were playing that weekend. And I get a phone call after the show, and it was Paul Nagel.
Oh, yeah?
Who was a very popular DJ in the Cleveland area.
Right.
And then on Sunday morning, he came to see me at where we were playing.
Well, Paul...
So we spent a couple of hours together, and from what I understand, Paul tells me he's going to be moving back to the Cleveland area.
Is he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, his wife apparently is homesick for her grandchildren and so on.
Yeah.
So he has consented that they're going to sell their home in Arizona and move back to Cleveland.
Well, Paul had worked with Pecan on TV.
That's where I first met him. The first time, I shouldn't say meet him, I was watching, was it Old Dutch?
Well, we had the Old Dutch, and then, of course, we had a few other programs there.
But the thing is that I remember him watching him in the evening, and the first time I was in Cleveland, I was down at Euclid Vets when they had Euclid Vets with a tent. Yeah. And the first band that I actually heard was Kenny Bass and the Polka Poppers. I still remember what they were wearing. And the first autograph I ever received was by Frankie Maurer.
Okay. You remember the guy that was throwing the hats on TV, but had a place over in Turney Road? What the heck was his name? That's
Al Wish.
That's the show that Pecan was on, and Paul Nagel was the announcer.
Yes.
That's the one. Yeah, see, I can still remember something.
You didn't forget everything. We also had Ray Kreitz just called up.
Oh, yeah?
And he says, by golly, you're just bringing back a lot of wonderful memories that he was also in our area at Club Heidelberg and with Roman Passetti and the group. And he says he has many feet of footage of video that he has taken, and someday he's going to make me a copy. When I have time to watch it, yes.
Yeah, right. That's the problem. Okay, we got one in here now, number 5 in there.
Yeah, that is it number 5 we've got in there?
Yeah, number 5.
Number 5. And
that's
which
with
one?
Ronnie.
Oh, Ronnie Sluga.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a medley of tunes, Al Jolson medley with Ronnie Sluga, who will be with us this evening at Nottingham Tavern.
Well, I hope I can get there.
You'll be there.
Tootsie, goodbye. Tootsie, don't cry. I'll shoot a train that takes me away from you. No words can tell. Santa makes me kiss me, Tootsie, and then do it over again. watch for the mail, I never fail. If you don't get a letter, then you know I'm in jail. Tootsie, don't cry. Tootsie, goodbye. My dear old Swanee, I give the world to be among the folks in DIX. I even know my mammy's waiting for me, praying for me down by that Swanee. The folks up north will see me no more when I go to the Swanee shore. Swanee, hey Swanee, I'm coming back to Swanee. Swanee, oh Swanee, I love the old folks at home. Swanee, how I love you, my dear old Swanee. I give the world to be among the folks in DIX. I even know my mammy's waiting for me, praying for me down by the Swanee. The folks of north will see me no more when I go to that Swanee shore.
Yeah, Swanee. That was
Ronnie Sluga.
Ronnie Sluga.
Not Al Markic. Ronnie Sluga.
Yeah, right. I have a tough time remembering, Walter. I'll tell you. I got so many different things going here that gets confusing at times.
Well, Al, sometimes it's the best way.
You think so?
It's better being too busy and not busy enough.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll buy that.
The thing is, it keeps you young.
Yeah. Okay, for Dorothy, and I believe it's Dorothy from Hamden, if I'm not mistaken. I'm guessing now. And she wanted in San Antonio Rose. Have we got that on play someplace?
Well, the thing is, it's on album, and you don't have the album
I
with
don't
you
have
at the
the
moment.
albums
So
with me.
maybe what you can do is at
Well, maybe tomorrow.
a future date. Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
tomorrow you can
maybe we
pick
can
up
play
the
it
album
tomorrow.
and do "Oh Lord, It's Hard to Be Humble" and "San Antonio Rose."
Right. They both on the same album?
Yes,
Okay.
they are, yeah.
Well, I'll have to hunt it up and bring it in.
And
We'll maybe get it for you tomorrow, Dottie.
and also we could maybe dedicate a tune to her that we recorded, one that was written by Kenny Novak.
Oh, yeah.
A beautiful song.
Yeah, it's a nice song.
Yes, it is, and the one entitled "The Dreaming Waltz."
Okay, we'll send that out to Dorothy from Hamden.
Okay, and also the Ray Kreitz.
Right. waltz.
That was a great waltz written by Kenny Novak,
Very nice.
Dreaming. Yes, matter of fact, after Frankie Yankovic heard it,
He
he liked it so much that he recorded it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a beautiful tune.
it is.
Nice.
It's one of his favorite. He told me that definitely one of his favorite.
Yeah. Very good.
You know, speaking of Frankie Yankovic, like he hasn't been feeling too well. I seen him in Florida in January, and I said, you know, Al, I don't think he's going to be in New York City, but I have to say that he is one of a kind trooper. He was in New York City, and he walked 3 long blocks to Radio City Hall from the Sheraton Hotel and back
With the walker.
on his own.
Would he have a walker?
He had the walker, but on his own. And you know, it was to see. There's a man that you know, his mind is mind over matter,
Yeah.
and he decides to do it, and he does it, and it's just great. It's fantastic.
Got to give him a lot of credit.
Absolutely, yes.
You're right.
And he had a good time. You know, we had a lot of fun, and we laughed a little bit. The only thing is the problem. He has trouble hearing, you know,
Yeah, right.
even with his hearing aid. It's
Yeah.
You know, speaking of Frankie, it's a little funny story. Can I mention this?
Go ahead.
We're doing a live national radio show on radio in Regina, Saskatchewan, and we're doing a live radio show. And Frank and myself and 3 other musicians from the Regina, Saskatchewan, the Western Senators, were backing us up. And we're doing it just like we're doing right now, a live show with the interviews and so on, the fellas interviewing us all. And I'm hearing this little ding. Nobody's paying any attention to it, you know. I'm saying to myself, I hear this, it's got to be going over the air. And the engineer's not saying anything. Now, this is national radio. Anyway, we go into a commercial break, and I says, Frankie, have you got your hearing aid on? He says, let me take a look. He says, no. He says, I got it in my pocket. He pulls out of his pocket. He forgot to turn it off. We were laughing like it's very funny.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So you found a lot of your relatives over there in Europe, huh?
Yeah, it's just wonderful. You know, I have a matter of fact national television right now. I don't know if it's going to, like, I don't believe everything that's going to happen until it happens. But what they want to do is take me back to Slovenia and trace my roots right back from my mom and dad.
Oh, yeah?
And right up to, in other words, where I was born in Duparquet, Quebec, and doing my entire life story. And if this happens again, it's our network is CBC that is planning on doing it. So if they do it, it's going to be great.
Call me.
Yeah, I will. I'll have to put you in there somewhere. I don't know.
I'll carry your accordion.
Maybe I'll have to bring them over here to the radio station,
yeah, right.
and we'll do it live on on the scene.
We'll interview them.
Exactly.
Right.
And Al, also I have to say that it's been a pleasure recording and working with all these fabulous musicians in the polka field, and I've recorded with many of them. Too many actually to mention at the moment, but the thing is, and you were on many of the sessions with us, and I have to say that I am very fortunate and very happy. And I also have to thank my wife Irene for letting me, you know, putting up with all my shenanigans.
Yeah, certainly.
And that's right, because you know, but we're having a great time together, and like I say, I'm still planning on recording with a few others as well, but we have to clean up some of the projects. We have a Button Box album coming out, a new CD. We have Toledo Polka Motion, the Polish group from the Toledo area. We're still working on a half and half album on that. We're working on a new album for next year that naturally we hope to at least get nominated in the Grammys, and we altogether we have 4 different projects going.
Well, I wish you win another Grammy, then you can loan it to me.
I'll lend it you 1 month, and then I'll have to take it back for a couple of months and give it back to you.
Okay, good enough.
That's a deal if I win it.
Fine. Okay.
We win it. We
win it, huh?
That's right. I can't do it by myself.
Let's, I'll tell you what, let me do these spots and then we'll get into the next tune.
Okay.
And you listen to the Polka Showcase right here at 1560 WATJ, and we have our guest, Mr. Walter Ostanek, 3-time Grammy winner from Canada, from St. Catharines.
Al,
Nice town.
I just had a lady, you know, I marked it down here. I have so many little messages on this little piece of paper. At least we have a new piece of paper here now. But the thing is, I heard a cute little joke, and I'll try and find the lovely people who just called up their names. But the lady called up and she says, you know what one wiener said to the other?
No.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Frank.
So
You can go now. Yeah.
Yes? Okay. What else can we talk about, Al? We're both standing kind of... Leo and Adele? Leo and Odell called, and that was their joke, yes.
That was their joke.
Yes.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Frank.
Okay.
But the thing is that I guess we just have to keep the polkas going. Am I correct, Al?
That's the way it's
How
got
about
to
if we
be.
get another polka going right now? What do we have on there? Oh, we have our good buddy Eddie Habit.
That's right.
And Jeff Pecan did second accordion on this particular
He
one.
did, huh? Wow.
Yes. And if I'm not mistaken, you are playing the banjo on this.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
I don't recall.
Yes, I'm quite sure that
Yeah.
you did. Yeah. Yeah, and we have Wayne Habit and Mark Habit as well.
Yeah.
Mark playing the bass, and Wayne Habit playing
Played
the
the
drums
drums.
on this particular tune, with Norm Coble, and one entitled Donnie's Polka.
Okay. Pay attention there, Jeff. You'll listen to your accordion playing. Okay, that was Eddie Habit and Walt Ostanek and Jeff Pecan.
That's right.
Keep working, Jeffy.
And also Wayne and Mark Habit.
Right.
And Al Markic.
They had Norm Cobalt.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
There's a whole bunch there, huh?
You're getting me confused here.
That's
We're
all
looking
right.
for a tune for Bill
Majetic?
Majetic.
Oh, yeah.
Let's have a party, but we really don't have it here at
You
the
sure?
moment. Yeah, looks that way, Al. So how about if we just continue on here with...
Well, I'll tell you what.
yeah.
Gab for a minute and a half and then we'll go.
We're going to gab for a minute?
Yeah, we're going to come up to the news, so there's no use putting a tune on because we're going to...
Well, I'd like to again mention that we are going to be at Nottingham Tavern this evening, and our special guest will be Ronnie Sluga on guitar and banjo. We'll have Gaylord Klanick coming in with he'll be playing the accordion and the bass.
From Michigan?
From Michigan. We also have Dick King on saxophone, Norm Coble on saxophone, and Jack Panikovar on drums. Yes. And then tomorrow we're on our way to Detroit.
You leaving tonight after the job? Or?
No, tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning early, and we'll be in Warren, Michigan for Big Daddy Lakowski.
Oh, yeah.
And he is celebrating his 61st birthday. This is his 61st birthday party. And we'll be working with Jan Levon and his very fine band from Hazleton, Pennsylvania.
I know him.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, he is.
Absolutely.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, okay, you're listening to 1560 WATJ right here, and our guest here on Polka Showcase is Walter Ostanek from Canada, and it's time for the news. Stand by.
What's with the weather? What's with the weather? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Good afternoon, and thanks for listening to 1560 WATJ, your weather forecast for today, Saturday, the 7th of March. We have a nice sunny day with the possibility of some rain later in the evening with a high anywhere between 45 to 50. And tonight, cloudy, rain, a little bit cooler and low 42. Tomorrow, rain likely and mild temperatures, the high in the 50s. And at 2:32, we have 48 degrees under sunny skies here at the home of America's Popular Favorites, 1560 WATJ, where we play America's popular polka and waltz favorites. And for up-to-the-minute weather 24 hours a day, you can log on to that new WATJ webpage at www.watj.com. And now back with that Polka Showcase, your host Al Markic and our guest Walter Ostanek from St. Catharines, Canada. Yes, Walter?
Al, we are going to do a waltz again coming up, but there's a little story behind this particular waltz, Three Little Wishes. I bought an album quite a while ago. I think I bought it from Martha Krasancic, Johnny Krasancic's wife.
Yeah.
Yes. And it was an Austrian album with all the lyrics done in English. And there was a beautiful waltz on there called Three Little Wishes. Anyway, I was playing in Florida, and I was with Dick Taddy. And he had a real good arrangement of Three Little Wishes. So after, I knew he was recording an album, so after he had a little break, I said to Dick, Dick, are you planning on recording that? Because I had intentions of recording it, having any ideas of recording that particular tune. He says, no, I'm not going to be recording it. I said, are you sure about that? Because I wouldn't like to record a tune if he's just recording it. And, you know, there's many tunes out there. You don't have to try and take a tune away from another band. But anyway, the thing is, he says, no, I definitely will not be recording it. I says, I like your arrangement. I says, in the next set, could you please play it again so I could record it? And that's exactly what he did. And the thing is that we recorded it and put it on one of our albums. Okay. And I think it's a very pretty waltz, Three Little Wishes.
Was that
Will they come true? You are the one that I am dreaming of. Three little wishes carry my love. You are the one that I am dreaming of. Three little wishes carry my love. One wish said, come home to me. One speaks of love tenderly. One says, hold me tight. I've done wrong, but I'll do right. Three little wishes I'll send to you. Three little wishes, will they come true? You are the one that I am dreaming of. Three little yes I know. I heard you say that you go. Long we'll sing our songs when you're back where you belong.
That was a nice waltz. You did that?
That's our version.
That's your version,
Three
huh?
Little Wishes.
Okay.
And like I say, originally coming from a...
Caddy?
Well, and the thing is, came off the particular Austrian CD that I purchased, and the words were actually already in English.
You got it from Johnny, huh?
Yeah, I bought it. It's a beautiful... I actually got about 4 or 5 different tunes off that particular
Is that
CD,
right?
yes.
Austrian...
Austrian...
I'll have to talk to John.
You'll know the one I'm talking about.
I'll have to get one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I like
also,
that type of music.
Al, you know, we have to thank... I have to thank... we're listening to the vocals of Three Little Wishes. I have to thank Murray McFadgen.
Oh, yeah?
You know, he's been with me for a long, long time, and you know Murray very, very well. And,
yes.
And he's still recording with me today, and just a great guy. And,
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it just, like I say,
A real
nothing has changed
a
over
real
the years.
gentleman.
Real gentleman, and
Right.
just has a very fine voice, and it's always a pleasure having him, hopefully for many years to come.
Yeah, I hope so.
Hopefully many years to come we'll continue on.
Yeah,
And then
well,
we'll have, like I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have Al Markic. It's not over for Al.
yeah.
He's going to be on some of the tunes that we haven't released yet, because there's still quite a few tunes that we haven't released, like Jake Zager, like Jimmy Cosell, and just to mention a few.
Yeah.
That we have tunes that will be released in the future.
Well, my number's going up, huh?
See,
Incidentally,
you're a pleasant surprise. It's
Yeah,
going
right.
to be more
You're right.
of Al Markic.
Incidentally, Kathleen from Thompson, she said she'd like to hear a tune here. Annie doesn't live here anymore, but we don't have that, do we?
No, that one I have never recorded.
I don't have it either, so
Yeah.
Kathleen will have to
So
play
we
something
can-
else for you.
Yes. How about if we play a tune by our good friend Johnny Vadnal? And
That sounds good.
This is off one of our albums. Actually, it's from the album called Music and Friends, and which was actually the last Grammy, the third Grammy that I won, Music and Friends. And you're on that as well, and Eddie Habit and Frankie Yankovic, and so down the line. And this one entitled Little Theme by Johnny Vadnal. That was Johnny Vadnal and the boys with the one entitled Little Theme.
That's right, with Frankie on the guitar,
That's right.
Frank Markic on the saxophone.
No, that was Norm. Norm
Was
Coble.
that Norm on that one?
Coble,
Was it?
yes,
Yeah.
Yes, Norm Coble.
Yeah.
And
See?
that was actually one of his basically last bands that Johnny had.
Is that right?
Yeah, before Frankie passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he always does a good job,
Oh,
Johnny
yeah.
Vadnal.
Yeah,
And
you're right.
I'm just mentioning here the next tune we have coming up. This is a tune that you originally recorded with Johnny Pecan
Yeah.
coming up, and it's the old time band from home.
Okay.
And how about if we dedicate this to everyone out in Radioland?
Okay, well, we'll send this one out to Kathleen, who wanted that other song.
With, Andy, get your gun.
No. And it doesn't work here anymore. Or live here anymore. We'll do that one for Kathleen.
Gee, it's great to listen to the old from your hometown. It's great to listen to the old time band from home. Dancers don't know what they're missing. Makes you never want to roam. When you hear that old time playing, dancers swaying, people saying, gee, it's great to dance and listen to the band from your hometown.
Yeah, that's an old pecan jobby.
That's a very, very...
Whoop.
Now, I guess we're going to continue on.
Well, let's play another one. The machine doesn't stop. What are you gonna
Same tune. We like
It's
it.
great to listen.
do? Well, shut that thing off.
All of a sudden, it's not such a good tune.
Well, you know how it goes. These machines act up once in a while. Instead of stopping, where they just keep going.
Oh, it's like musicians. You
Yeah,
can't
right,
stop
can't
them.
stop 'em.
They just keep going.
You're right. Yeah.
like the jazz musician that passed away. On
Yeah.
his tombstone it says, "Don't dig me now, I'm really gone."
Well, tell the people where you're playing tonight.
Okay, at Nottingham Tavern again this evening from 9 till 1 o'clock. That's not 10 till 2, but 9 till 1. And again, our musicians will have Gaylord Klanick coming in from the Melvindale, Michigan area. We have Dick King and Norm Coble on saxophones, clarinets, and flutes. Also, Ronnie Slug on guitar and banjo. We have Jackie Panikovar on drums, and myself, Walter Ostanek, on the accordion. And we're going to have one great time, and we'd love to have you all come out and just enjoy the evening with us.
Well, like I say, I will try. I wouldn't mind seeing Dick King again. I haven't seen him for a while, nor
Well, you haven't seen me for a while. Why don't you show up and see both of us?
okay.
Okay.
I see you now.
There you are. But
Yeah,
it's not
there-
the same. I don't have my accordion on.
That's all right.
Yeah, so...
Okay. I love your company anyhow.
Well, thank you.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Stick around. I'll buy you a steak one of these days.
I know. I've been waiting for that steak. I probably won't have, I shouldn't say this, I probably won't have any teeth to eat it with when you want to buy it for me.
That's all right.
You had also a friend of yours, Marty, called up.
Marty Malise, yeah, he
said that he's
called up.
enjoying the show.
Yeah,
And how about if we dedicate the next tune to Marty?
fine.
We haven't played a button box tune yet.
So we will.
We'd like to one entitled Julie's Polka, and
Oh, yeah?
for Julie.
That's for
Is it
Julie,
your wife?
huh?
All right, we'll dedicate this to your wife, Julie, and also for Julie and Everett from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I was just thinking about a dear lady here from the Whitcliffe area, Mrs. Somrak.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah.
remember Tony
Oh, yes, I
Somrak?
remember her very well, yeah.
That's right. And just in case she's listening, or someone that knows her,
Yeah.
we do think of her, and we could dedicate this to her.
It's been a long time since I've seen her.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
she used to come to a lot of the affairs.
Absolutely. So I'm just thinking of her right now, and I'd like to do a tune for her.
Good. Okay, we'll send this out. How'd you like that, Walter?
Well, I'll tell you,
that one was stuttering.
I have to say that I have never played Julie's Polka like that before.
It was stuttering.
It was definitely different.
You're
Yes,
right.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll tell you, stand by. We're going to do some spots here. Okay, we're back with that Polka Showcase here with our guest and Mr. Walt Ostanek from St. Catherine's.
Oh, you're calling me Mister now.
Yeah, well,
Boy, I'm getting a free steak and calls me Mister now.
you're dreaming.
We just played that tune.
You're right.
Yes. The thing is, this is a little bit of a novelty tune that actually quite a story to it. When I was, it starts off with a motorcycle, and it's called "La Ronda on My Honda."
I was going to ask you how you got to that.
And the thing is that originally Warren Parker from Rainbow Recording Studios recorded a motorcycle in stereo, but when I looked at the motorcycle, it was a Kawasaki, and I says, Warren, we can't have that. It has to be, if it's La Ronda on My Honda, it has to be a Honda motorcycle. So when we were mixing the album at Peppermint in Youngstown, Ohio, I was all over Youngstown looking for a Honda motorcycle. And would you believe that was one of my days that things just weren't going right? Not even the Honda dealer had anything that he could lend me, or someone that would come down. Okay, I was willing to pay the fella to come down and so we could record the actual live. But anyway, to make the story short, I went while Gary Ramey was mixing the album down. I was running around. I mean, they just to change the subject, they even ran into Indian motorcycles. I mean, you can't find an Indian, but there was Indians out there, the motorcycles, but no Hondas. So I'm running around Youngstown, Ohio, looking for someone that has a Honda motorcycle. Anyway, all of a sudden, I see this motorcycle coming towards me, and I look on the gas tank, and it says Honda. So I shoot my station wagon around, and I follow the guy, and it's like the cops and robbers, you know what I mean? The Blues Brothers running after someone. And I cut the guy off. The guy wouldn't stop, so I cut him off. And this guy was like a real tough biker. And I said, oh, boy, that's all I need is for him to beat me up. So right away I yelled. I said, you know where Peppermint Recording Studio is? He says, yes, I do. So I told him the story. I said, I'm willing to pay you if you come just over right now. He says, well, I'm supposed to go home for supper. My wife is waiting, but I guess my wife will have to wait. So anyway, he went to Peppermint, and Gary put up a couple of microphones, and he recorded them. And then after he left, I gave him my name, and he gave me his name, and he says, my wife will never believe this. But anyway, we hear the motorcycle. That's actually a Honda motorcycle in the backyard of Peppermint Recording Studio in Youngstown, Ohio.
The real thing, huh? Okay, we'll listen to it.